The sand actually, when it hits the blade, some of the glass media breaks, and it ends up getting filtered through this whole filtration system. Hey folks, my name's Mark and this is Ed, and he's all the way here from Vancouver, Washington, and he's up here taking a tour of Trayvax. Ed is a YouTuber, and over the past few weeks you've seen his series, and today we're here to take a tour of the shop from beginning to end. Also, this is a weekend and so nobody's at the shop, but it makes it kind of nice. We get to take the tour nice and easy. The contour wallet, and it is brass.
Oh, okay.
And so it's, you know, where our standard one is stainless steel, or no, I guess that one's titanium. This is brass.
Yeah, because this is
feel how light
really
it is.
light.
Yeah.
I can barely feel the weight on that.
So we're starting to move over into other materials.
The titanium is gonna be a good one.
I hope so.
Yeah. Are you? So this titanium comes in this one color, like this.
Yeah.
And then the brass comes in this, of course. Yeah, the weight difference.
This is going to be cool because it's going to patina kind of differently.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so this is where we tumble our metal, and we get all of our metal from the United States stamped out in different factories. And so we take it and we put it into these tumblers, and there's different grades of media. So some of them are for more polishing,
Yeah.
where some of them are more for kind of removing surface material and making it really smooth.
Okay. So it goes through the stages.
Yep, yep. So it'll go, I believe it'll goes from this one into this one, and then it's finely polished, and then it goes out of the door and over and into here where it's dry. I mean, you can just, it's so much more quality.
Right.
This is where we sandblast our knives, and we sandblast them with glass. And so there are two stages. I believe one of these is a more aggressive sand media to get like an even texture, and then our bead blasting is to get a fine polish. And so it goes, the sand actually, when it hits the blade, some of the glass media breaks, and it ends up getting filtered through this whole filtration system. So it's a pretty advanced sandblaster, but it eventually it takes all of that media and distills it down into this little bucket right behind you, which you only have to empty like every month.
It seems very heavy duty, all this machinery in here. I mean, they would have to be, right, so that they don't blast out the stuff by accident.
Oh yeah, and it keeps this place a lot cleaner than it would be if it were just a naked sandblasting machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How warm does it get in here with the machines running?
It's a good question. We've got an AC right here.
Yeah.
So if it gets a little too toasty, then we bring some cold air in.
Yeah, because it's like 35 degrees out. We walked inside here and it was, I feel like I should take off my sweater. It's cool though. And I like how you got all this sound of deadening on the walls.
This kind of thing matters. When we're doing American manufacturing, I want to make sure that everything is safe and that it's clean, and that the people that are using these machines are they're not exposed to excessive noise or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this machine is loud, but with having some of this sound deadening and the AC unit, it makes this place a little more comfortable than it would be without.
I mean, because this is some hardcore stuff. Like all this stuff, it's all around. You're taking care of your people here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think that when you get to see the manufacturing process behind it, then it gives it that it gives it an extra layer of meaning, so that when you're carrying the thing around, it's not just a knife, but it's a knife with a whole backstory.
Right. That story seems pretty intense because blown with that jet water thing, and then probably goes through here, and so much just is involved. I didn't even think that it was that involved, but that's insane.
And that doesn't even include the leather sheath cut out from the hides and hand stitched together.
Yeah.
And and we sharpen over here as well. So we take them and we have a multi-stage sharpening.
Oh yeah. I see that, yeah. Different grits right there.
If somebody orders a 44-inch belt off of the internet, then it triggers the manufacturing line to make a 44-inch belt.
That's cool.
And then you just pull this down and it cuts it. And you got a 44-inch belt. So this is US 5-ounce top grain leather with a smooth back, and it's such nice stuff. And you can already see kind of the striations in it.
Yeah.
But when you take this and you press it together like this, and you expand it back, you can see the pattern that it's created. So it has what's called a pull-up, and it makes the leathers raise and lower in the leather, so that it gives it that kind of vintage, kind of timeless feel. It makes it feel like a leather baseball glove.
Yeah, it gets better over time.
Oh yeah, this stuff is awesome. And so this is our inventory that we use for the shop, and then this over here is the inventory that we use to supply the pre-production. So like over here we'd have string, leather, metal plates, raw materials, and then once it gets all refined, it gets stocked into here, and all of our manufacturing floor will pull from this section to fill up the manufacturing stations.
Did you ever think it was going to get to that point where you have piles and piles of leather on pallets in a factory?
Maybe a little bit. I really want to push forward and do something big.
Yeah.
I've kind of always known that.
Yeah.
But I guess I didn't know what it was going to be big piles of, but it ended up being big piles of leather.
Yeah.
The whole goal is eventually to create 5,000 jobs. And for now it's big piles of leather, but maybe in the future it'll be something else.
A bunch of people. Piles of people.
Oh my gosh.
Working to build the Trayvax wallets.
Thank you all very much for being a part of this tour and seeing the Trayvax building. There's so much more that goes behind our products than just what you receive in the mail. There's a whole story, there's a mission, there's people, and there's working hands behind every single one of these. Thanks for being a part of it. I'll talk to you all soon.